Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to 365 Analytics. And it is day two of NFL free agency, Tuesday, one more day before the new league year starts tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. And we're back for the same exact video we did last night. We're going to talk about some more free agent signings, recap some more things, give my opinions and thoughts, and just give a little bit of a rundown and finish off by leading us into tomorrow and what I think could happen. Before we get in, if you guys enjoy, please like, subscribe. I say that every day. Thank you. But yeah, let's get right into it. I'm gonna start off. This happened actually last night, but it was after I recorded the video. Najee Harris inks a deal with the Los Angeles Chargers. 1 year up to 9.25 million. Pretty sure the salary is around 5-6 million, but incentives give it 3 more million to cap out the deal. When I saw 1 year, 9.25 million, I thought it was a little bit of an overpay. He's not that great of a player. Good power back, solid running back, solid guy to be in a Jim Harbaugh system, but this just says they are letting J.K. Dobbins go and moving in with a new guy here. But yeah, Najee Harris, all right, signing for the Chargers, solid power back. Chase Young re-signs with the New Orleans Saints. Got an absolute bag, 3 years, $51 million worth up to $57 million. Was one of the best edge rushers on the market. Very inconsistent. Hasn't been quite the same since he had that Pro Bowl year. I believe it was in year two of his career. He's dealt with injuries. He's bounced around from Washington to San Francisco now. And now he's in New Orleans. He's found a long-term home now. He inked his deal. And solid signing for the Saints. A little bit too much money, a little bit of an overpay if I had to guess, but the edge market is pretty inflated right now. And it's a good guy to keep. The Minnesota Vikings are bringing back Pro Bowl cornerback Byron Murphy, 3 years, $66 million. Very, very underrated. Spent years with Arizona, was been in Minnesota the last few years now, and he is rewarded with a long-term 3 year deal. Was a Pro Bowler this past year, as I just said, had the best year of his career in Minnesota. He cashes in with the Vikings, and good deal for the Vikings, good deal for all parties involved. Very underrated, solid cornerback in this league, and yeah, the Minnesota Vikings are swinging, and swinging even more. This morning, very, very early this morning, it was reported Jonathan Allen, after taking a visit to Minnesota, is inking a 3 year, $60 million deal in Minnesota for the former Commanders defensive lineman. Home run. Home run, if I had to say. Still has some football left in the tank. Still has some good football left. Minnesota, very, very good signing. A lot of people are calling him washed, this, that. Former Pro Bowler, still can produce, only 30 years old. Good signing. Javon Holland, the best free agent available on the board going into today, inks a deal with the New York Giants. 3 years, $45 million. So that is $15 million a year. There was a report this morning that he did decline a deal of $21 million a year with the Vikings. Since he signed a $15 million deal a year, I mean, that kind of seems false now, but very, very young still. I think he's only 24, 25 years old still. Still has a lot of potential. He'll add a lot of juice to that New York Giants defense. An underrated factor of the Giants offseason last season, besides losing Saquon Barkley, was losing Xavier McKinney. Had a slam dunk year with the Green Bay Packers. They failed to replace him. That's the bottom line. Now Javon Holland plugs in New York now, teams up with Tyler Nubin to form a very, very good safety duo. Good signing for the Giants. A trade out of nowhere. The Houston Texans for Philadelphia Eagles defensive back, Super Bowl champion CJ Gardner Johnson in exchange for Kenyon Green and a 2026 fifth round pick. There's a pick swap included there, so 2026 sixth goes to Houston. But the Eagles get Kenyon Green, basically their Mekhi Becton replacement. It's basically saying that Mekhi Becton will not be an Eagle next year. See what Jeff Stoutland can do with Kenyon Green. Has not had a good career so far. And the Houston Texans ink a deal with a good safety, a really good safety. Has a lot of character concerns in the past. He has been a little bit up and down the character concerns, but very good player nonetheless. Good ad for D'Amico Ryan's defense, and a good signing for the Texans, or a good trade for the Texans. Daniel Jones to the Indianapolis Colts. This one's interesting. A lot of people said, or insiders said that in the quarterback market, everybody was waiting for Daniel Jones of all people to make his decision. His decision is to go to Indianapolis rather than re-sign in Minnesota. It'll be interesting to see what Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones in the same quarterback room will do. And it seems like a lot of people are on it. It seems like it will be an open competition. Seems like that there will be a quarterback battle, and I don't know. I think this could be interesting. I don't believe in Daniel Jones as a player, but we'll see. Leonard Floyd, who was released and signed in the same day, released by the 49ers, inks a deal 1 year worth up to $10 million with the Atlanta Falcons. Good edge rusher bring in for the Atlanta Falcons. They are in need of an edge rusher. Matthew Judon is hitting the free agent market, and quite frankly, he wasn't that very good last season anyway. But good signing. The Falcons needed some pass rush help, and this should help a little bit on the older side, but he is still kicking. He still has having productive 8+ sack seasons and good, very, very, very good signing for the Falcons. Justin Reed, tuna in a can. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Who Dey signing with the New Orleans Saints on a 3-year, $31.5 million deal, a 22.5 million guaranteed. Has previously been with the Houston Texans, previously been with the Kansas City Chiefs. The guy can kick. Is this your Blake Grupe replacement? Who knows? I'm mainly kidding about that, but teams up back there with Tyrann Mathieu, two veterans in the secondary. Should be a good add to get to that Kellen Moore new head coach team, and I like the move. Jacoby Brissett inks a deal with the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray's new backup, a veteran presence in that locker room. Not really much to say here. Good veteran signing for the Cardinals. In case Kyler Murray suffers a short-term injury or something, this is your security blanket to get in there and potentially be competitive in games and win some games. So good signing for the Cardinals. Actually, just happened a few minutes ago before I fired this thing up. DeAndre Hopkins is a Baltimore Raven signing a 1-year, $6 million deal with the Baltimore Ravens. And I hate to say it, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I think the Baltimore Ravens have been searching for a receiver like this for a while. Obviously, he's not Zay Flowers, and I wouldn't even say he's like as good as Brashad Bateman at this point in his career. Those are two speedster receivers that Lamar Jackson has at his disposal. And this guy steps in as your wide receiver 3 and becomes a good, big body jump ball receiver that's a veteran presence, that's chasing a ring and teaming up with former teammate Derrick Henry. And I think it's a perfect fit, and I like it a lot. Hate to say it, but I like it a lot. So, yeah, Baltimore brings him in. And that's pretty much going to do it for the big signings here. But some other signings that happened today, Javon Hargrave, not officially released, is inking a deal with the Minnesota Vikings. Same goes with Will Fries and Ryan Kelly. Those two guys are also going to Minnesota, two former Indianapolis Colts offensive linemen, played right next to each other on the Colts offensive line. The Vikings are killing it. The Vikings are killing it. They brought in Isaiah Rodgers. They brought back Byron Murphy. They brought in two D linemen and Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. They brought in Will Fries and Ryan Kelly, two anchors on the offensive line. Aaron Jones is back, and if JJ McCarthy is even pretty solid next year, they should be a very very good team. I'm a big believer in Kevin O'Connell, and yeah, I like what the Vikings are cooking up. As a Bengals fan right now, not much movement at all today. Duke Tobin is sleeping on the job, but it has been reported that Tevin Jenkins and the Bengals have interest, or the Bengals have interest in Tevin Jenkins. So let's see if they can ink a deal done with him. I really hope so because the Bengals really need a guard, and I'm pretty much all on Tevin Jenkins' watch right now. So hopefully I fire this up tomorrow and I'm talking about Tevin Jenkins being a Cincinnati Bengal. But yes, that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, please like, subscribe. I'll probably be back tomorrow with the same exact video recapping day 3 and the start of the new league year. So yeah, that's gonna do it. See you all next time.